Good evening, one and all, and welcome to the Shatt Show. Whew, been a long day. Been feeling a little sick since the weekend. Back-to-back drone weekends with the South Florida drone meetup last weekend, and then this previous weekend was the Sloss Drone Derby. I had a great time, seen a bunch of great FPV pilots and some cinematic pilots too. Bumped into Mr. Billy Tripp. I got an interview in a little while that I'm going to be playing for it, and we'll see how everything goes. Scott could not make it tonight. He's working on his taxes, and I know the feeling, Scott. I worked on them late last night, finishing up mine and my wife's to go ahead and get them out and everything. I don't know why I procrastinated so long. I just did. I'm gonna throw the link out there in the chat if anybody wants to join in tonight for tonight's stream. Let's see what we can do about throwing it over here. Tej, what's up, sir? Hope your day's been going well. Mudball, welcome, sir. Hope everything is going well with you, sir. The past 2 weekends have been a fun time. Had a blast down at South Florida and at the drone meetup down there. Mr. Ray Kelly, thank you, sir. Put on a fabulous show. You and your committee. Johnny Drone Flyer again, Ken Hoff. I'll spit it out in a minute. I tell you the truth, I've been not feeling too good. I've got pollen on my chest from this weekend. It was just so much pollen flowing through the air, and you're talking like from like 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get home till probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock Saturday night. Then went back on Sunday. Mudball, you're still doing your taxes tonight too. I hear you. Uh, I I don't know why this year. Normally I have them out February, and I don't know why this year it just fell apart. It really did. It fell apart. Let me throw the overlay out here on the chat. Alex, punched out and driving home. I hear you, sir. I hear you. Anyway, back to this weekend. It's just so much pollen going on. Had a great time watching a bunch of really professional pilots, and Fly Tribe was there. They had their Cybertruck. Of course, Dave Fly High FPV was there with all of his goods and stuff. He he had a whole like 3 or 4 tables set up from doing everything. And I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and go back over to my drive and go ahead and have that on standby of the things going on. Let's see. Here's let me see if I can't share. Let me see if I can't share this one. All right. Let's back her on up. I'm gonna put it over here on this screen. And we're going to screen share. And well, where is it? Window. All right, let's share this window right here. And voila. Let's go back over here and say stop sharing. That was great. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Anyway, I've got so much stuff open from the past 2 weekends, and it's just so hard to get it to open up right. Let's see. Let's try this again. Entire screen. All right, let's just do this screen right here. Share, and we'll just open it up. And let's put it back over here. There we go. As you can tell, he had a bunch of stuff. Right, Alex. Believe it or not, I just rebooted it 10 minutes ago before this show. But anyway, that's what all Fly High had. I got some really pretty cool video from Sloss. This I thought was really cool, the way the shadows fell on it and the way the leaves and stuff were showing up with the shadows. Let's see. Here's Sloss. Sloss is a really cool place. It really is. It's got a lot of history to it. Let's see. That's the interview. That's that. Mr. Ken Herron was there. Drone Rob was there. That's not Drone Rob with us, but we were just walking around and having a good time. This is one of our locals right here talking to Ken about some stuff. But let's see. Let's stop sharing on that. Back to this. Cool Cat. What's up, sir? Hope everything's going good across the pond. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and play this interview with Molly, which now it's not showing up at all, but I know where it is, and I can find it real quick and screen share the Molly interview. Share that works just fine. Real quick before I tell you what, real quick before I anything tonight, I'm gonna be giving this. It's stamped at Sloss Furnace, and there's not many places at all. Maybe 2 places in the United States that does this. But it says I went to Sloss Drone Derby. I told Molly I wish mine would say I survived because it was a long weekend. It's not like South Florida where you can go and rest up for a little bit and then go and eat and do stuff. It's Sloss Drone Derby is like going. I mean, it's all day long, nonstop action. Jack Rabbit's live too. What are you doing live? You said you're not, but you are. All right. On again Monday. You're live too. All right. Let's see. How can we combine this? I see you smiling too. I do. I see you smiling. And hell, you got 2 more. And see, you even got Mud Ball back over there. I love it. Thank you. All right. Well, how can we do this? How can I listen to you? Let's see. StreamYard. Oh God, this is going to be difficult. Let's see if we can see. Even my virtual background says forget you. I told him to come join your chat. All right. I'm in the back room, so don't holler. Okay.
There you are. I'm in the back room. I'm in the chat in his chat.
I didn't see you in the back
Go
room.
join, and you're sitting here
stuff
saying
to me and
you
stuff
stole
like
my
that.
ball.
I guess we're having a battle tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I picked the one with the least views to come on. So
Well, Scott says I'm not having a show. And I said, well, okay, I'll do mine at 5 o'clock. You know, I guess he didn't know I was doing mine at 5.
it don't matter.
Look at my virtual background.
You have a virtual background. That's not just a sheet.
It's a green screen. That's all it is right now. Hey, it's okay. I'm all good. Where?
No, it's too far over there. I was gonna grab my green screen, pop it up behind me, just so I'd be cool.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to. Scott's just smiling. He's grinning from ear to ear. I wish I could hear him.
Oh, there's Michael.
Hey, how's it going now?
Now we got a show.
All right, so
what are we going to talk about?
I don't. Well, I was going to show my
interview. We can trash talk Scott if you want.
We could do that. I mean,
you know what I don't like? I don't like his attitude.
I don't. I haven't quite figured out his attitude.
I'm just sick of his attitude.
Let's see. I've got my other camera on.
He's always happy. I want him to be a little bit grumpy every once in a while. He's too happy.
Let's see if we can do this. Oh, he ended his show. He just ended his show.
Yeah, he's in here. He's in your chat.
All right, Scott.
Come on up. Chat.
Come on over to the dark side, Scott. Come over to the dark side. Yeah, because I just tried to come in to his, and I. He made fun of my silly haircut. Hey, what's wrong with my bowl cut? Okay, when she puts a bowl on top of my head and then she says I'm done, this is the result.
Hey, that's how it comes. I always say hair is just a hat that will grow back if you get a bad one.
I'm still trying to count mine.
But hey, you're like me. A rarity in the drone community where we have full heads of hair.
Exactly. Hey, look who's in the back room. Let's not talk about him anymore.
Oh God.
I'm still trying to count mine.
Hey, Scott, can you?
I'm gonna tell you, if Don or oh, wait a minute, I think I got this stream going. Hang on.
He's double hearing stuff. Scott,
Yeah.
stop turn mashup. I've seen this episode. It's a good one.
You want me to turn mash up?
No, that's right.
I didn't even check. I mean, I just walked in and I say, I can't believe it's 6 o'clock, and it went live, and then I think Don and Ronnie told me that you were on. I said, oh shucks.
I'm sorry. I should have said, hey Scott, since you're not doing the show,
No,
I'm gonna go ahead and go an hour early, and that way I can go and get things I need to get done before it gets dark.
Oh well, I know you got a Billy Tripp interview. That's
I got a Billy Tripp interview and also a Molly Murphy, which she and her brother Lucas Deerborn is the ones that sponsored or put on the Sloss Drone Derby this weekend.
how was it? How was the event?
It was great. We had a great time. There was some people coming down from Ohio, Missouri. One guy came down from South Carolina, which was Spider Sugar.
Yeah, I know he was at Flying Time.
Yeah, let's see, they had Dano FPV there, Spider Sugar was there, Technique FPV
tell us
was
about
there.
this Jev whoever that won the dang event. Sounded to me like he got all fives from all 5 judges.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah.
Won third.
Technique won third. They had a battle. They had a tie for third place, and they went to go battle, and Technique's one of his props, I think just shattered for some strange reason. And he ended up, they gave him a minute and a half to change out his props or something like that. And so he had to go change his props out real quick so he can boom back out there again. But they had 2 big screen TVs. Fly Tribe put those together to where you can actually watch where they're flying and everything. It was well put together. I became a volunteer on Saturday. You'll see that in the interview with Molly. Got a cool Legends t-shirt, Fly Tribe t-shirt.
Cool. And they were there, right?
Oh yeah, they were there. I don't know if y'all know or not.
What are they doing? Are they selling that magazine? I mean, I see them everywhere, but
go to flytribe.com and they're matter of fact, I'm trying to get them on my show. So I told them they told me it was kind of opposite, that they interview pilots. Nobody interviews them. And I turned around and I said, I want to interview, y'all can interview the pilots all day long, but I want to interview y'all because, y'all started this magazine, and I want everybody to really know what this magazine's all about. It's It's mainly
You need to do
FPV.
that because right now, look, I've seen them and I don't know much about them, and so I think that's a good idea.
So I've got to talk to Trent. Oh, the guy that is in charge of all of it. I want to say, I'll think of it in a minute. Rick, it's either Rick or Trent. One of the two.
Well, get that right before you interview
him. Well, you know, I didn't realize that Molly was. I learned some things about Molly this weekend. I met her the first time several weeks back at the media day at Sloss Furnace, where only about 10 of us got to go fly it that day for about 3 hours. But that was the first time I ever met the Deerborns. And I thought her last name was still Deerborn. I didn't realize she was married. And I found out she was married. She's got her son has got cerebral palsy. And you'll see him in the interview too. And also her husband. But I'll tell you what, y'all want to sit back in the room for a minute and let me just throw this interview for a second?
No.
Don, you okay?
No, I'm not going anywhere. You can't make me. What do you think? You think this is your show?
I knew. I'll tell you what, I could just throw you on to the side, though. There's always that.
I don't care. Kick me out.
Kick me out. Never said can. Yeah, just can.
I had stuff to do before I showed up here. I don't care.
You got your taxes to do? Because I don't think Scott's going to.
I'm going to do this tonight.
We finished. I can't believe it.
For a minute, I was about to say. I thought for a minute you might have turned around and said, you know, screw those taxes. They can wait on them.
Well, you know.
Somebody told me we had till the 21st now. I was like, I've never heard that. So, no, May 21st. Somebody said May 21st. I don't know.
I'm doing my taxes tonight.
Well, I just signed my name, so it's in the mail now. So
in the mail, I e-filed mine.
I'm gonna tell you what, I heard my wife cursing about that stuff.
About e-filing.
Like, they want all your private information about this and that, and it's the software. It's not it's not IRS. It's the software. Yeah, and you're supposed to use that software to do it.
Yeah, I understand.
Bring on the interview.
Yeah, interview.
Yeah, interview.
Oh gosh.
Come on.
Okay, God, you know, damn, got such pushy guest. I swear.
We are trying to inspire you to do better. Do better.
Do better.
Just do better. Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, we good.
We good.
We working and talking.
Here. All right, this is Molly Murphy.
Molly Murphy.
And can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're Deerborn.
Deerborn Drone co-owner. My brother and I, we launched Deerborn Drone Co. in 2022. And yeah, we kind of joined forces. He was racing for years, probably since 2016. And yeah, we're doing a little interview. Oh, you're good. We're ripping.
That family showed up.
Yeah.
These are the people holding it down for me. This is my son.
I came in.
I know.
We gotta go to work anyway.
Them with a waiver.
We gotta go to work anyway.
Yeah, go to work.
All right.
You about to leave?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're fine. John.
Oh, I know these guys.
Yeah, you got it?
Oh, no.
We got it.
Here's my phone.
Do what, Scott?
I said, you didn't get the interview started. They done crashed your interview.
I know.
I don't know his name, but
Do your switch.
You'll find out why in a minute.
I'll let him do it.
Here you go, Philip.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I don't do that way. I can't read it. I mean, I can't see
You
it.
look like you're having so much fun. Me and Mama.
Sorry, we're having to work the gate
We're being parents and working at the same time.
at the same time. So basically Molly had to leave for about 30-45 minutes and leave us with the gate. So we're in charge of the gate right now.
And they've made some improvements, and now they're training me.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, we're getting ready for cross country skiing.
Oh yeah, we've changed events.
Yeah, we changed it up.
Yeah.
So, and we literally had somebody was about to back up and leave. So anyway,
We
Your
come with
delivery for the
sarcasm.
joke was too good.
yeah.
We come with sarcasm.
So Molly, what got you into all this?
Yeah, so I had mentioned that my brother, he was racing in 2016, and I think he was part of that kind of OG crowd that he really wanted to make a business off of the skill set that he had from multi-GP racing. And yeah, basically him and I joined forces, and I left my full-time job. I used to work at Fastenal as a regional engineer, and I would help OEMs with their fasteners and basically optimize the materials, the design, their bill of materials to have the best and most cost-effective and efficient build, you know, for whatever they're doing. That goes
Okay.
from elevators to like dump trucks to really anything.
So where do we get the money to?
Is it cash?
Yeah.
Do you have exact change?
No.
See you, John
What you got?
Flynn.
Take care.
So you're hanging out with the OG crowd, and basically,
Well, a lot of them just, you know, wanted to take these skills and make a business with it. And since I had engineering background and my brother and I always wanted to have a business together, we said, let's have a drone business. So that's where it all started.
well, that's cool. And this is this your second year for Sloss.
This is our second year for Sloss, and the history of Sloss is actually funny. We did a videographer meetup here at Sloss back in 2022 with the company to kind of showcase FPV and a dual op with the local cinematographers. And while we were there, we linked up with the director, the executive director here at Sloss, and he just had a love for drones, and he basically came up to us and said, I want you to hold a drone range. Oh
Look
no!
out!
They didn't chop it.
Oh shit!
Erase all that part from.
No, that goes in.
That was
That's
crazy.
content.
I thought it was fixing to hit.
I was like, that's about to go live. and
It's supposed to come right
I'm
into
running.
us. It was close.
We're laughing out of nervousness.
Yes, yes. If y'all would have seen what was heading our way,
A 7-inch.
the 7-inch was heading our way,
Yes, sir.
so it would have been
Yes, sir.
fun.
How many you got in there? 2?
That's where I'm like, oh, just that's out of mine.
Have you ever in our group? You put their name on a wheel and spin the wheel. And
So I don't know if I mentioned this, but he has cerebral palsy.
Really?
So I'm
all over.
kind of a character.
All over.
I manage a lot, so I'm more of a delegator, especially the last month working on Sloss Drone Derby. My mom's been around, so I'm trying to hide anything.
Well, no,
And
but
he's
I mean,
young
there-
enough to kind of like disguise it, but
And that's
like
it.
that's part of it, you know?
We
Yeah.
fly pandas.
absolutely,
Ready?
absolutely.
Yeah, listen up. Yes.
There you go.
He's a big boy.
I didn't know I was interviewing two today.
You got a +1.
I got a +1.
You both put us a word.
Well, it's a
I'm
greatly
the happiest
improved
boy.
over
But
the
yeah,
last
man,
5
I,
years. It's
you know,
greatly improved.
took the chance, decided like I had the capability to basically be a stay-at-home mom and entrepreneur, so I took that plunge from that full-time, you know, engineering job and said, I really want to push myself. I'm capable, and said, hey, let's do
This is
it.
racing.
And it's been the
Y'all
hardest.
can hear
but the
Scotty
most
Scott in the
rewarding.
background
Follow
talking.
this around.
Cool.
Takes
Spot off.
thick skin, really thick skin, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
find myself kind of buckling at times, and then I'm like, no, I can be what I want to be. So let's.
I wish I was here last year. Y'all were having it at the same time that.
You were here last year?
No.
Well, I'm glad you came for the media day because that was a thing in its own.
Oh yeah, believe me, I know.
That was a thing in its own, buddy.
Especially when especially
The
when
last part.
yeah, the last part. We
That
got
part.
we got 5 minutes to get out of here,
I'm gonna rip one real quick.
and Jody says, "Yeah, I'm gonna just rip one. Everything's gonna be fine." And he crashes right on the very tip top of the
hardest place.
the
to
hardest
retrieve.
place to get to, and you know, of course, you know, me, I should have thought about getting my drone out sooner. to capture him going up, but I captured him coming back down. And media day was fun.
That was so much
Dave called me up and said, "Hey,
let's do it."
let's do it." He said,
Let's
"Not
do it.
many people get to do this." And I
No.
said, "Okay,
That's the exclusive.
that sounds good to me." No, last year I was at the South Florida Drone Meetup, and
Okay. I
now,
saw you went to one of recently too, right?
yeah, went
That's
to
nice.
the one last weekend.
So
So this is my second drone event.
within a weekish.
Within a weekish. So
They're
it's
popping up now, aren't they?
all over the place. All over the place.
Yeah, we got our own festival crowd now. We're a
And
little festy crew.
we got a little train going through right now, so it's going to be,
Can you say hey?
hey,
Wave. Hi.
hey,
Hi. Can you open? You can be a drone pilot?
Yes, yes, most definitely.
Sweet boy. I haven't seen him too much last month.
Oh, I know. I wonder why.
Did you see me? But yeah,
Well-
we're super happy to have everybody come out. Like, it means the world for the support and to see the community grow. And honestly, one of my references, I saw a guy come last year, a local. It's kind of funny. I was finishing up a walk. I saw him flying downtown by himself, and I said, "Hey, got a drone event next weekend. You should come." And he came. And then I learned that he was kind of a newbie FPV pilot, and it's really interesting to see him introduce himself to the community and watch him now a year later. He was one of the first people on site saying hey to everybody, and it's just kind of cool to know that we can facilitate friendships and conversations and be able to support, local screen printers with the t-shirts and the metal arts with the tokens and food trucks and things like that.
And
It's really good to support each other.
And if y'all haven't seen the token, let me go ahead and show it to you. It says I went to Sloss Drone Derby 2025, and it was printed here.
Yeah, they poured them here. I designed them, and we took them through like the 3D
Oh, cool.
print to making the mold to pouring like the molten rock
So what's it made out of?
or iron over it. And yeah,
What's it made out of,
it
Philip?
was a really cool process
Iron.
to see, foundry
Piece of
that
iron.
built Birmingham, and
Everybody
now
in
they've
attendance
turned it
got
into the metal arts program.
they were-
and how
they were,
they're taking metal arts and
They were
providing products
selling
to
them.
unique products to people.
And it's cool to see, and they are pretty heavy.
Oh, they're heavy. They're one
We
of
can
the,
see it on your
they're very
camera better than
established. I don't have
the,
the full stats on them, but I
Yeah.
think there's only
It
one
was,
other
It was the way the light
place
was
in the
ho-
U.S.
holding
that's
there.
more academia, but that can
And us being under
facilitate
that
what
tent.
they do here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're making things that go all over the U.S. and the world.
And I noticed that Sloss helped us out with the tables.
Oh yeah, they provided all the tables, the chairs. They work with us on the fee. I mean, it's a lot of money to kind of close down the venue, and thankfully they work with us on that.
I mean, it is. You're talking about 2 days of shutting down
Mm-hmm.
a museum
Mm-hmm.
to facilitate for this event,
Mm-hmm.
and that's saying a lot for Sloss.
Yeah.
To do something like this
And support our community.
and support
really.
the community too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that basically I've talked to already this morning that haven't never been here.
Yeah. Oh,
And
great.
they're like, "Oh my word, this place! We would love to walk around." And I said, "Not right now."
Well, right, and that is true.
It
Like,
is.
I really encourage people to walk around, especially while there's waiting to fly and stuff.
Oh yeah. Hey, how you doing?
This is our first time ever.
Are you good? You got it?
Yeah, I'm
Here.
good.
Okay, because I was about to say I can't. No, that's fantastic.
It really
We were
is.
collecting
Just let my
money
pilots be
too.
stars.
For all y'all that need to know, this is Molly's phone
Oh,
that I've actually got in my hand.
look at
So I've learned how to take all the orders and complete the orders.
He's
and
basically an employee at this point.
I'm
and
basically-
gonna have to pay him.
I basically got provided ownership I didn't answer the phone a while ago when somebody called, but
That's
you know.
okay.
Today and get on the.
But it is what it is.
We put our.
Oh man, it was just it was really cool.
So she drives trains for a living, or used to.
Yeah, used to, and she was
Yeah.
designer. She does designs and stuff. I was highly impressed. She flies not only cinematic, but she flies a little bit FPV too.
We have
She did,
Fastenal here in our local community. They
well,
sell their product
she
here.
lives in Birmingham, and her brother Lucas lives in, I want to say, Memphis. I may be wrong. No, it's either Memphis or Mississippi, one of the two. But her brother's really big in FPV, and he's into GPT racing, and which
What's
he
his
was
name?
the one. Do what, Scott?
What's his name?
Lucas Deerborn.
They got an FPV name.
Not really sure.
Because
I
you
know
know that's
about Lucas.
part of the problem. Nobody knows the real names. They always know the.
That's
pseudonym.
true, but I mean, if you look at Dearborn Drone Company .com, you'll see you'll see their site and the events that they put on. They're putting on a couple of different events, not only in the FPV world, but I believe they're putting on an event for art or some kind of art or something like that. Mudball's looking it up. I know you are.
Yep. I was getting ready to put a link in the chat because I'm a good co-host.
I see Josh is here. Josh Primac is here.
Who's all in the chat? I hadn't even looked at it.
Old man Dusty's there.
Dusty's there. And let's see.
Cat.
That Jackrabbit, he said he had to do his taxes tonight or something like that. I don't know.
I think
the
Jackrabbit dude said he wasn't doing taxes. Screw Uncle Sam. Yeah, I think that's what he said.
That's what he said.
That's what I'm going to tell the IRS. He said anyway.
Yeah.
So this event, this is not the first time they've done this. This is you missed it last year.
Yeah, I missed it last year because of South Florida Drone Meetup.
So how many times have they done this? Is this second, third,
This is
fourth?
the second year. They're looking forward to a third year. Believe me, that was the first year right there, that picture. And it was double that, maybe triple that this year. We Fly High had his big three tent. I had my tent, ease up. And then we had like 4 other ease ups there, and the flight line was huge this year. Sloss furnished the tables and chairs and stuff. We had snacks, we had coffees, just stuff like that. But
now this was a paying event. You paid to fly, correct?
You paid to fly. It was $50 for the weekend.
Could you get in free if you didn't fly?
You had to pay to be a spectator. You have to pay $10, which is not bad at all.
Right,
I'd pay $10 any day. Matter of fact, Scott, I paid $50. You know how many times I got to fly?
Zero.
But it's for a good cause.
Oh, that's the way I feel. I did the same thing. Well, flying time I did fly, but I paid it in mind that I wouldn't fly. But it turns out I had plenty of opportunity to fly. It was fun. I'd love to go to this, but I couldn't wear it well. I hadn't seen my wife in about 2 weeks, so I couldn't say 3 weeks. So
buddy, I understand that. Believe me, I do. That's the reason why. Another reason why I'm doing this show early, because I wanted to be around my wife a little bit because I haven't been around her all weekend long. Well, I take that back. We went to carry the dogs to an event yesterday right here in Pelham. But
this event's 1, 2 days, 3 days. What is it?
It's a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday. They have camping out there. Of course, you know, you pay for the camping too. The cool thing,
on site or somewhere else?
On site.
On site.
On site. Drone Rob was there. Shelby Vall was there and his crew. The cool thing about working the gate for me was meeting the people coming in.
Yeah. And
we had to have them sign waivers, so that was even cooler because I got to know.
Did you steal their signatures?
Signatures and stealing signatures.
How many hot checks did you write this week?
So that's what I was going to tell you. I mean, I wouldn't consider her to be a hot chick. I'm not putting it that way. But
I said check.
Hot check. Falsified check, Philip.
I thought you said chick. Don, didn't you hear chicks? Didn't you hear chicks?
No, we were talking about stealing signatures, and I heard hot check.
Okay. I've got an oxygen machine running.
Spend some time with your wife.
I
think you just ruined that. You might as well go 3 hours tonight.
True.
Hey,
I've got an oxygen machine.
What's your wife's number?
It's 205. I'm not giving it to you. Anyway, real quick. Off from the hot checks to the hot chick. There was a mother with her daughter and her son, teenage son and teenage daughter, that came down from Missouri, and she had let me see, while we're still talking about it.
You got a picture? I'll tell you if I know him.
Yeah, I've got a video.
I don't know anybody.
I've got a video as soon as I find the video. Here we go. All right. Share it. Screen share.
I'm too busy watching this Deerborn thing, man. This guy keeps rolling this vehicle.
Yeah, I like watching some of that stuff, especially when it's cinematic style FPV. The flippy and floppy and just doing all kinds of acrobatics, it just makes me sick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's more, it is not to watch, but it is if you do it, but it's like being
I'm sure it's completely different if you were the one controlling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like being a trick pilot, you know, it's watch the guy do the roll. It's cool as crap, but you know what? If you're in that cockpit spinning, it ain't very fun.
But this is Bianca,
and they have
and her daughter's right. Do what, Don?
They have a tent up on top of their vehicle.
Yeah, she installed that on her own. She built her own FPV, and her and her daughter and her son came down not only to watch the events, but also hopefully somebody can help her. And
help her get down off the top of that car?
Huh?
She needs help getting down off the top of that car?
Anyway, guess who decided to come up, walking up as I was talking to her about getting somebody to help her. And
I have no idea.
Let me see if I turn the camera.
Billy Tripp.
No. That was a good one, Scott.
Dave Shatt.
No, Dave was too busy. Man, Dave did not leave his table. Only to judge. He flew one time late in the evening, him and Shelby Vall. And I missed that because I was heading home when they were flying. Shelby was flying. Let's see if
he fly his plane.
There's her helper right there.
Is that Fox?
Yeah. You know, Ken's guy that.
Yeah, the guy that fixes his drones.
So come Sunday,
Fox
huh?
What's his name? Foxval or Fox?
It's Chris, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, that's
that
his
is
real
really
name, but he goes by Fox. Matter of fact, I was watching one of his live, and he had the 3D camera where you could click it and rotate all the way around and see his whole studio. That's pretty neat. He was doing a build, and you could literally take the camera and move it around and look all over his table and stuff. And so if you didn't want to watch the build, you could slide the camera over and like look what tools he had on his table and stuff.
Well, Bianca, it was by Saturday evening they were flying her FPV around. Chris had worked on it until he got everything going on it. She basically had it built and everything. All he had to do was tune it and do stuff, put some props on it and stuff like that. And Ken got to fly it. Chris flew it first as a test flight. And then when they were talking about the rates, and then Ken flew it and he said, yeah, I put my rates on it. And the next thing you know, they put his rates on it and flew it. And it was
Kong FPV there?
Kong, believe it or not, Kong has moved to he's moved out to Colorado Springs.
Wow. So he missed the event?
He missed the event, and I guarantee he hated it. He hated missing it.
I figured he was still on top of that one silo or that one.
He's still on top of it.
Yeah, it didn't look like he didn't want to come down because you going up's easier than coming down.
Dusty, she does come down, and they walked over to the table, and she spent more time over at that table once she found some people. And of course, later on that evening, she came up to me and she's thank you so much for throwing me in the direction I need to go. So I said, oh, no problem. That's what we're all here for. We're all here to help each other. It's a big
you couldn't
community.
have had a better person walk up at the right time.
Well, thank you. I mean, that's I looked at Chris and I went, thank you. you mentioned
still
it.
Curses Philip's name.
Yeah.
He's still cursing your name.
I think he was more interested in doing it than anything.
He's a very super shy guy.
Right.
And he's more in that element. You put him in his element.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when I did that, I mean, he was standing there holding it and then looking at it and everything like that. And the next thing you know, it was about an hour later, I came back from one of the areas and they were right there at Ken's area at the table working on it. And I said, that's cool. I mean, I thought that was really cool. Well, I mean, we got about 10 to 15 more minutes. I know. I'm not worried about Lloyd. I'm thinking Scott Jackrabbit's coming on at 6.
They said we're missing a good MASH show.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what they said. I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, that's one of the good ones.
Is that
was the one where Radar left?
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah.
I think we got various washes.
And everybody was like, "Don't leave." Yeah, he just said, "Bye-bye."
Bye.
Where you going, my ball?
Texas.
Oh. Well, thank you, sir.
No problem. You were just so lonely.
Pay the man, Don. Write that check.
All right. Well, it's just me and you, Scott. I'm going to show Billy's interview. It's an 11-minute interview, so I don't know if I should show all of it. I could try. I mean, what's your thought?
You posted it on YouTube? Is that what you did, or is it?
I did it on YouTube privately.
Oh, so this is an exclusive then. You
Yeah,
have to come to the Philip Coshatt show
to see it.
Yeah, they kept telling me we were going to have rabbit chat all over the show now because I was chatting on your show.
Well, and when somebody says Scott's on, I went, he is?
It didn't even dawn on me to check. You know, I walked in the door and said, oh, it's 6 o'clock. Let me see if I can get on real quick. And they came in and told me you were on. I said, oh, shoot, I need to get off. So then I pulled your show up, and I guess you were watching my show.
I was looking over there and I was watching you laugh. And hey, real quick, let me show Billy's interview, and then afterwards let me maximize this. Afterwards, I got 2 of these. I'm going to give away one of them and keep one of them. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go 1 through 50. I'm going to be a Ray Kelly tonight. 1 through 50. You just blurt out the number. Not yet. Don't do it yet. Nobody's doing it yet. Good. But then again, we're delayed. Not yet. After Billy's interview, we're going to give one of these away.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to lay that down.
And that's made out of iron?
It's made out of iron. It's casted right there at Sloss Furnace.
That's pretty cool.
So we got that. We got this. Let's start Billy's interview.
Jim says 11. And Dusty can't listen. Dusty's already screwed up.
Hey,
buddy.
Steve Janess is in here.
You know Coshatt?
Yes, sir.
Music guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's right. He's the DJ.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Yeah, enjoying myself.
What do you think?
It's my kind of place. Yeah.
I bet it is.
Very familiar. With drones flying around, crashing into the.
Yeah, crashing into steel.
You know,
Yeah.
I really like those vibes.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
And then it's like a. It reminds you of so much of past times. Of,
Yeah.
You know. Ages past where things have gone on here, you know, but they're not here now, and it's kind of peaceful in that aspect. But you know, it's like you're walking through their shop.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah, it's really it's still palpable for me, you know. I liked it. I remember where I got my water tank. It was from a factory. You know, that was just like, it was one story though, but you could walk through it and it could talk to you just like this place does, if you know its language, you know.
And you do most definitely know its language.
Well, I know a language, you know. I don't know, it's close
he's
enough
always
to
got
its
that white
language
shirt
that,
on.
you know, we can communicate
You got well
to some degree.
He's always got that white shirt on.
For real.
White shirt.
on top of his head.
It's like Ken gave me a
Tour
of it. It's really nice. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's did you see the big Mr. Good Ranch? The big old ranch.
Yeah.
And they were if you go back,
was applicable to no nut I have.
it wouldn't fit any of your nuts. Well, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that.
But I'm satisfied with what I am.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, if I'd studied up a little bit about that ranch and everything, and what was used for is the old set of blowers. That's the old set of blowers. The new set is where Dave crashed.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen that.
I think Ken showed me.
Yeah, where he crashed at. That's the new set of blowers. The old set, if it was off center on the piston, they had to get that wrench and put it down to center in order to start that machine back up again.
And that's
because it has to be able to do a half stroke
Uh-huh.
before it does its full strokes.
Yeah.
So if it's
That makes sense.
yeah, it made sense. And they basically had to take a crane and lift that wrench up, put it on there, and then men would actually hit it with sledgehammers.
We saw that. How the end had been beat down.
So it was quite a sight to see.
I assume it was the same design that clockwise is to tighten it and counterclockwise is to standard threads. I can relate a little bit.
What, lefty loosey, righty tighty?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to see you down here. I really do.
Right.
We're getting ready for Mindfield in August, of course.
And I got the top of the cell tower decorated with something. I put one more section on it, and I have a decoration. I just put it on a couple of weeks ago. Ken filmed it. I think he had to put it online. But I've started on my airplane, and I hope to have it up by August. I'll have it close.
That'll be cool.
That'll be cool. It's gonna be nice, I think.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
Well, I know I can't miss it. That's
What
for
have you
sure.
been up to? Maybe.
I just got back from South Florida at a drone meetup down there, West Palm Beach area. Well, up above West Palm Beach, Jupiter, Stewart.
I know where Jupiter is, home of the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Some summer training.
Yeah.
Yeah. They train down there.
We had a good time. It was about 100 and.
What do you fly there?
We flew at Jensen Beach, Causeway on Saturday, and the House of Refuge. I don't know if you ever heard of it or not. I flew there. There was a couple. Dolman Park.
Okay.
DeBoss Park, which is right in Jupiter.
What are these, like natural landscapes or something?
Basically, yes, and like the one in DeBoss Park. I call it Dubose, and there's a lot of different sayings for it, but it was Lighthouse, the Jupiter Lighthouse was down there, so we fly around it and stuff, and just different places. It's not like Iron and Steel here.
Yeah.
So it's a much different land down there.
Yeah.
Got to see Michael Jordan's boat. I flew around it.
A yacht of some sort.
Kinda. It's not a huge yacht, but it's a nice sized boat.
Yeah.
But
Does he live there?
Yeah. Down in Jupiter.
Yeah.
So there's some money down there.
Yeah.
There's some money. And believe me, when the burger costs $20, there's some money.
I didn't get that.
When a hamburger costs $20,
Yeah.
There's some money going around down there. But I'm gonna be hanging out all day.
Yeah.
So
I'll be here to probably noon or so. I'm gonna go back.
Go back to the house.
I came here last night, and a book that I'm working on has some letters written from my mother when she visited here and stayed with some friends, and I had the address from the envelope, so I went to that house and took a picture of the house. I'm gonna include in my book, and also in that book I have letters of condolences from her mother's death, and it was written on a postcard with the Vulcan. 1942. I had a postcard.
Oh wow!
And so I came down and toured the Vulcan.
Oh, you did yesterday?
Yesterday. Yeah.
So what'd you think about that?
I liked it. I thought the park was good. I thought the city chose the site well. As I understood it, they made it first for the fair. Yeah. Then have a site here for it.
Yeah.
Then it went to some college or something.
It sat out in the fairgrounds for years. Yeah. And they said, well, we're going to, they basically decided to put it up on the top of Red Mountain. Vulcan itself has been changed. His arm's been changed several times.
Which arm?
The one that holds it up. I don't know why I just held my camera up, but
and I like the story of how in the mythology he was deformed or rejected by somebody, and he had his little shop underneath place. But anyway, he made pretty stuff, and I liked that because when I saw it in this postcard, the first time I'd ever seen it, I thought, that's a shitty job.
Yeah.
But I like the handicap, deformity of it.
Yeah.
It's not quite proportioned right, but that relates to everybody. Everybody's no perfect.
No, right.
You just live with it, deal with it.
Yeah.
You make beautiful things, which he did in the mythology, which I didn't know about or read about.
Well, I've got a third nipple.
My wife's uncle does too. She had a term for it. What's the term? It's some term, medical term.
I can't. But
that's something that's a endearing personal anecdote that only very close friends know about you. So I'm glad we included.
Hey, I didn't mean to go there, but I went there anyway. Okay.
Well, the actual side of it would be shared only among close friends, which maybe one day.
Oh yeah, maybe one.
Mindfield me.
Well, Billy, it's certainly good to see you.
Yeah, man.
And I hadn't seen you in a while. Since last August.
Yeah.
So, and I look forward to coming back up there and flying around your place a little bit more.
Also, yeah.
So
it's always, our town gets a lot of good publicity from y'all, and hopefully the mayor will come again.
Yeah, we have the mayor out there, and who's the ladies from the museum? They came out there.
Sonia Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Ken wants to be on the radio again a little before our local radio, plugging it.
That would be
with
good.
Sonia.
That would be good. And
I think Ken said he's gonna have that man drone again.
Yeah, he's going to have the VTOL,
hot air balloon.
Isn't that neat? At
first I thought, well, what's the draw of that? But he said he's going to be tethered, but he said he's going to go up and down and carry people.
Yeah.
So that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be really good.
Yeah, especially.
And that'll draw a lot of attention. All in the sky. Going up.
If the VTOL didn't last year, it dropped.
Well, it did, but it wasn't. It was only up for a half hour.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I'll show you my AI. I made an AI action figure for me now.
Oh. It's third nipple.
With the third nipple.
That's what you have to call it.
Well, Billy, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'll see you in a little while. Oh man.
So what did he say would be cool? You were talking about the VTOL. He said something about flying down their road or something. You mentioned the VTOL after that.
Talking about they're gonna have the VTOL there. He said he was talking about how it drew the police last year. I think that was the only reason why the police showed up, because they were getting so many phone calls from around the area from different people saying, "What is that?"
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Now that
was cool.
He's coming back too, right? He's going to be there again this year.
Going to be there again this year, and Ken's working on. I believe the guy from Arizona is coming down to have tethered hot air balloon rides. Probably going to be early in the morning when he does that, only because of the fact, which would be great for Dennis's and Rodney's and Chris. Well, Chris Hope, for their shows and stuff, that would be great to have it just right there.
Right.
Basically have on one screen the sunrise, and then have on the other screen the balloon, hot air balloon.
So Dusty says he's gonna go to Mindfield. I've been to every one except for one, just like South Florida Drone Meetup. I've been to every one except for one.
Well, it's
fun.
It's going to be fun, that's for sure. And this year, every year it gets bigger and bigger.
It's actually MIND, Mind.
Mind.
It is not a mine that blows up.
No, no,
It's
it is in the
MIND,
mind.
and that man that he just interviewed is the creator of it. He climbs that whole thing without any harnesses or anything.
And he
Hey,
built it.
Michael Blade.
He basically built it all by himself.
Yep.
Hey, Michael Blade, how you doing, sir? Good evening. Let's see what else. But no, the whole weekend was great.
Well, if that tethered balloon's going to be there, we can't necessarily fly around that tethered balloon, can we?
Not when it's out in the field. I mean,
yes. Well, I mean, we fly in that field too.
I know. Well,
but I mean, that's cool. But my point is, you know good and well, if somebody puts something up like that, what do you think we're going to do? Oh, let's go orbit the balloon.
We are.
So I wonder if he is going to say, no, you cannot orbit the balloon. Because somebody crashes into that thing, you know, that's probably
FPV, well, any drone really. Well, except for the Avata, maybe fly the Avata around it. That'll be the safe bet.
I almost 100% bet you that there will be a Ken Herron drone flying around it.
Oh yeah. Oh,
hey, Bob Casey.
That's a given. Hey, Bob Casey, how you doing, sir?
Put the link in here and tell Bob to come on in here.
Well, it's about time. I said 1 through 50, and I've got the number written down on the back of Johnny's card right here. I've got the number written down.
Bob's calling me out, man. He says I'm a live stream fiend right now. Fiend.
All right, this is to give away the casting.
We put the numbers in.
Early. And 1 through whoever hits the number first, 1 through 50. And I don't see it yet. I'm still watching. I'm still watching the live stream. This was casted at Sloss Furnace. Not yet. Getting close. We got a close one. That was on. Oh, really close. Really close. Yeah, I should go getting warmer. Getting warmer. Oh.
Dog, I can't hit the numbers.
Oh, not yet. Not yet. Not yet, man. I came up with a good number. Oh, not yet. Oh, we're so close. So close. Getting warmer. Warmer. Up. Back to cold. Cold. Warmer. Up. Josh. Primac Media. You got it.
What do you get? What number is it?
29. Congratulations, Josh.
Way to go, Josh. Good for you.
Good for you there, sir. Josh.
That's how old my mama is. My mama's 29.
You can send did you say your mama's 29?
She's been 29 for about 29 years.
I hear you. All right, Bob. Bob puts in 29. Too late, Bob. All right, y'all can slow down with the numbers a little bit. At you got it, sir. Hey, you can send me an email at pcoshatt@gmail.com with your address and everything, and I'll send it to you. It's either that or Shatt Uploads, which I haven't looked at Shatt Uploads email in ages. No telling what I'll find in there. Maybe something for penis enlargement. So may have to hold on to that one. Anyway, Scott,
you got an uncanny style of interviewing people. You're talking about third nipples and You know, I mean, the first interview was just about as good. It's like you taking care of the gate while you're interviewing.
Then it went downhill from there. Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean it's just a different style.
I know. Hey, you got to throw a little humor into it, you know.
Yeah.
And what's a world without laughter?
Let me tell you, you had God dog it,
Molly,
no,
Billy.
You had Billy talking. That's good.
Yeah. Ken goes, Billy's here. I went, Tripp. I can't believe he made it down. I mean, he really stayed till about 1 o'clock and then left on out. He mainly came down for the history. That's mainly all he came down for.
Well, I tell you what I heard out of it was interesting. He said he was writing a book. Yeah,
and he writes some really inspirational books. I think I might on the next show or the show after that, either interview him, either get him on the show, or start showing some of his books and his inspirations and stuff, because he does have some quality inspirational books out there. One of them is about Mindfield itself, which is very interesting. Hey, got me a new welcome deal. You didn't get to see it, Scott.
I knew beginning of the show. Is it the weather?
Stop. Sure.
Did you get some weather girls?
Sure. I have to find those weather girls for you.
All right. No. Josh says he sent his email to you, so it's up to you now.
Good deal. Okay. Either way.
Bob Casey got a good video he just put out.
Huh?
Bob Casey just posted a new video about South Florida Drone Meetup.
I need to take a look at it. I've been watching everybody else's stuff, and I really haven't had a chance to do any content whatsoever. And I've got 609 gigabytes of videos and pictures that I really haven't touched any of it.
I haven't seen if Lloyd's going on tonight. I know he looked at me like he wasn't feeling too good the other day.
Well, I'm fixing to get off in a minute. But here's my new deal.
Are you playing music?
Yeah.
It's not coming through if you are.
I know. But that's my new intro deal, along with my intro.
Did you get your poker chips?
I got my poker chips. Don't know where my poker chips are. They're around here somewhere. I got a lot of stuff from. I got the Grumpy Vlogger coaster. Oh, that's cool. Hey, you got one at Fly High's deal too. I got one at Fly High's deal, not the alligator, but the
well, I actually got this at Flying Time. It's got Obsession FPV on it. That is Mike Quellen was there.
I got one yesterday.
Was there with you guys.
I got one yesterday from Dave.
Well, he sent me the STL file on it, and I got Randy printing them up for me. So
that's cool.
So I'm on. Hopefully, Randy's. He's already showed me one, and he put Jackrabbit FPV across here. So I'm gonna get a few of those printed up.
That'd be cool.
But this gator here was the South Florida Drone Meetup mascot. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I just saw it. I just saw it and told Brad. I said, Brad, how much? He said, it's not for sale. I said, well, Brad, that ain't what I said. I said, how much? About the third or fourth time, he says, oh, I don't know, $20. So I gave him $20. So I bought it. But that was really to help Brad out. But I also like it. It's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I mean, especially printing that. It's incredible what you can do nowadays.
I know it. Yeah, because it is amazing. It's a dang good looking gator too. But I like my little FPV. So you was telling me Fly High had some of these.
Yeah.
I got this at the South Flying Time, and this is one of my favorites. I like this.
Let me show this last. Let me find this last bit. I'm trying to find the. I think this is the flight line.
Yeah, Josh does have some pretty shots. I've seen
Josh
a few
has got some. He's got some beautiful stuff. Man, there's a lot of quality.
Jim would have printed me one for free. Well, it wasn't about free. I actually knew why I did it on purpose. I would have paid him more than that probably, but it was he puts a lot of cost in that. You know, he does all the tags and he does coasters and he gives all that stuff away for free. So if nothing else, it just help offset some of his cost. $20 isn't much.
Can you hear the sound?
A little bit. It's
okay.
the FPV flying.
How about now?
Yeah. I mean, it's not real loud, but yeah. Oh, wow. Bob's got 3 SD card holders full. I can't remember who it was, but that's what they said. They said they got so much footage. They said they got too much. They don't even know if they'll be able to go through all of it.
That's me. I got way so much, but I just haven't had a chance to put it together. And when I do start putting it together, I get just,
overwhelming.
I get pulled away every 5 seconds, and when I get back to it, it's like starting all over again.
Yeah. I finally looked at some of mine, and I love my Peanut Island stuff, but I did look at it and said, man, I'd like to go back and fly it a little bit different. But that's what I learned is, when you go in cold to one of these places, you're not really sure what to do. And then you see it, and then it's like, oh, man, if I'd done this or done that. So you almost need to go at least twice.
This is the parents of one of the guys that was flying FPV. And, of course, they're spectating. The guy on the left, I cannot remember his name. I want to say John, but I don't know what his FPV handle is either. He was the flight line manager. He basically is the one that right now he's on break, but he was the flight line manager all weekend long. He's one of our locals. Let's see what else. I was trying to show some more of the flight line, and of course, Dave had all of his stuff there.
Yeah, I noticed you have my air units there too for sale.
Yeah, I know. Ken was the same way.
Of them? Right there they are.
He still had some left.
Well, I saw Ken bought some from him. He said, "Hey, don't be selling all my cameras now."
He had another batch come in today. That's the reason why he wasn't too worried about it. But that's his table. See, this is me and Rob. We're touring around the facility a little bit.
Hammer's in here. You know Hammer? Well, Hammer joined.
Hammer drunk. And you know what? I just noticed something. Josh needs to be blue.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't notice that. I should have said something to you. Sorry about that. Because when you look at Restream's chats and StreamYards, they don't show you the colors, so you don't know.
Well, he's blue new. He's blue now. Michael Blade's not blue.
Oh, wow. Jeez, man, you slacking, buddy.
Yeah, I know. But everybody else is.
I don't guess I'm helping you much either, because I didn't tell you about any of them.
I've got pretty much everybody covered. But this is me and Rob. We're walking down into the area where they sent the slag on a rail car, and there's the rail car right there.
Cool.
In the tunnel. I mean, this I mean, you got to think about the age of this equipment.
Now, this event, I know there's 3 winners. Did one of them win a trip to Oregon?
I'm not. I believe yes. I think first place does, and they go against somebody up in that area. I think that's the way it works. I know they're traveling through the United States in different locations and stuff.
Bob is touching people. You better watch Bob. He's out there touching people.
Oh, is that the reason why his message got retracted?
I guess. I don't know. Josh is saying he's getting too personal.
This is a real cool place. Me and Rob was touring it.
Yeah, Bob's saying we can't see anything.
Can't see anything?
Man, it's dark. It's pitch black. You can't see anything.
Well, I can't brighten it up. I'm sorry.
It's funny. I can see it on one screen. I can't see it on the other. And I noticed that earlier. I was seeing it in the restream, but I wasn't seeing it on the YouTube.
Yeah, Steve, I need to put on a headlamp. And this is me leaving out. I was leaving out Saturday night. I mean, I know.
So there will be a third annual event. Is it going to be about the same time?
Yes. I'm trying to get with Dave on that and everybody else. This is in
Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama, and I don't know why this is not playing. It keeps on pausing. Let me try opening it with media player.
Jim's getting his night vision so you can see it. Now, did y'all have a race?
Well, what he was doing is trying to get them to do 5 times underneath a pipe, all the way around underneath the water tower, 5 loops. And you get 5 loops in, and you win. Let me show you. You win what's on this table right here, except for those FPVs. We can't see on the table because me and you are right here. But there's the flight line right there.
The mailbox? Now we know where our mail went. Our mail's out there on that table. No wonder my mail's not getting delivered.
But he had 4 motors, a frame, basically as much as, I mean, a good bit of stuff to start your. So if you did it 5 loops, you win what's on the table.
Did anybody do it?
Nobody did it.
Nobody did it.
So later on that evening, he turned around and this guy basically, he gave it to somebody that was well deserving. of it. I mean, everybody, there's technique right there.
Roger. Today is Roger's birthday.
Happy birthday, Roger. How's it feel to be 21 finally?
He can finally drink.
He can finally drink. But if you notice the flight,
this package went. It's supposed to get to the Johnny's house before the South Florida Drone meetup. That's what Josh said. You know that thing showed up, I think, when Johnny got back?
Yeah. I remember him saying that the other day on the show. He was talking about it, how it got back. Well, I am fixing to go work on some stuff. And Scott, I appreciate it, sir, as always. And you and Mudball both. I know Mudball had to head out and go work on his taxes. Yeah. It's I understand where you're coming from because I was doing mine last night. And
well, I was kind of glad we got done when we got done. I was surprised at how fast we got done. I mean, it wasn't real quick, but it was. I thought for sure we'd still going at like 8 o'clock at night, you know. So we got done, I think, about 5:30, and she said, "Hey, let's go get something to eat." So we ran out and got something to eat, and I'm showing back up about 6 o'clock. Actually, we must got done about 5 o'clock because we went and ate ice cream too. So we had a pretty good time out and about.
There's always room for ice cream.
Man, I'm going to tell you, Culver's has the best ice cream. I go there to get ice cream. I don't usually buy anything else. The flavor of the day was dark chocolate decadence. I can't say it. Decadency.
We're an hour away from the closest one, and
I didn't know we've got 2 in town. I thought we only had 1 in town, and we've got 2 of them in town.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
You know what? I've been here pretty much my entire life, and Tallahassee has definitely grown. I'm a small town boy, and I used to say Tallahassee was just a large, small town. Unfortunately, it's going away. I mean, it really is turning into a city, and I'm a little biased. You know, I like that small town feel, and it's not that anymore, man. I've never seen so many homeless people. Man, I don't know why these people are homeless, but I'm sorry. I used to have a totally different attitude until I had to live with them for a little while, and I have a very bad attitude towards them now. So I don't know what to say. When somebody's sitting there crapping in your yard, I'm sorry, that's just not right.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, well, I
that was just one issue. I had many issues. I had a lot of issues, and if you'd seen how they've trashed this town, I mean, they literally have trashed it. Matter of fact, my wife just said she's not going to go to Office Depot anymore. She says, I can't get in a dang store, you know? And these are all places we used to go all the time now. And it's all parts of town, too. It's in a lot of different places.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, you got my message yesterday. I hope Ron's coming down to Birmingham next Saturday, and I'm gonna try to meet up with them like Saturday morning or something. They just let me know, Ron. I'm gonna try my best. I got to watch out because I've been out of pocket for the past couple of weekends, and next weekend.
Do you know how to go live on with your drone?
Yeah, I can.
Well, teach Ron how to do it, because I think we were supposed to teach him at South Florida Drone Meetup, and time got away.
Yeah, and,
Steve
I use
Janess, is that,
I use Prism for that.
Yeah, I do too.
and my control. I've got a special controller for the Mini 4, the regular RC.
Just show him how to do it. Anyway, so I know he wants to know how to do that. And then Steve Ness is just asking, what is a good flight simulator? Now, I actually learned on Velocidrone, or that's the one I had. But since then, there's quite a few that have come out. What are they? They're Liftoff. Is that one of them?
Sounds like it.
Liftoff is one of them. Oh man, I don't remember. You need to ask like Ken Place It Here.
There's one of them that's it's regular open source, and I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, I know it's not typical behind the scenes view.
I think Ron's saying FPV Logic. I didn't know that one.
Ron said he may not make it because if he don't get tires on his truck, he ain't coming. So
Uncrashed. Yeah, that's the other one. That was the other one I was just trying to think of.
Well, let me cruise on out of here, and because I believe my wife just came home a little while ago, and like I said, that's the biggest reason we've got company coming in this weekend. The girls are coming down from Nashville, which is Angie's best friends. Them and their husbands coming down to Nashville. We're going out Friday night to. Tell you what, we're going out Friday night to Trustful, and I'm thinking about going live Friday night, and out there because it's a really cool place, and I'll go live for about 10, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and let everybody see what it looks like out there. And plus, on top of that, I am burning up in this room. I've got an oxygen machine running over here, if you can hear it. It's mother-in-law's pretty much on oxygen now. So
you better go take care of your wife.
I need to.
Steve's saying that too.
Yeah, they last forever.
I don't know if you saw, but Steve is actually a marriage counselor. I think he's on number 3. Yeah, he's on number 3, so he knows about marriage.
A happy wife is a happy life, and that's what
he knows more than I know because I still got the first one. So,
yeah. Well, I like that commercial where they're talking about he's on his 4th wife, or something like that. Yeah. This is Bob. He's on his 4th wife. Anyway, all right. Well, it was fun this weekend. It was fun visiting and seeing all y'all last weekend. Both events was great. Back to back, couldn't have worked out any beautifuler. If it was somewhere else for this weekend, I wouldn't have been able to make it. I know that for a fact, especially if I had to spend the night out of town. There was no way I could have went. But other than that, it was 2 great events. I enjoyed this weekend tremendously, and yesterday evening, huh?
All you got to do is talk to the chat. My gosh, these guys, they got. I see 4. I see 5. Let's see if I can outdo 5. Anybody got 6? Come on, let's see 6.
What are we doing? Oh, the wives.
Yeah, I'm on number 4.
I'm on number 4.
Steve's 3. Ron says his father-in-law is on his 5th. The chat's come alive. Maybe I can get Steve on here one night and we'll have a marriage counseling session. That'll be a good show. They'll come back and go, when are you going to start talking about drones? Anyway, gotta go. See Ron, see Josh, see Steve. Who else? Bob Casey, Josh.
Jim. Let's see who else. Anybody else? Big Jim, Dusty may be still in here. I imagine Dusty is in here. Waypoint New England. That's
Dusty's old. He's probably taking a nap now.
Who's Waypoint New England?
Brian.
God,
Brian's Waypoint.
I can never remember that. Pretty soon I'm gonna have it. Anyway, gotta go. Scott, thank you, sir. Enjoy the rest of your mash. We will see each other again, and for sure. And no show next week, next Monday, but after Monday after next, I'll have another show going on. If Scott's doing his taxes again, or if he's being audited because he didn't do them right.
Don't say that word.
If he's being audited because he didn't do them right, then my show will come on early. All right. Well, y'all have a good evening. I'm fixing to end this